We exactly 10 days away from Canelo Alvarez knocking out Edgar Berlanga. And as the old saying goes in boxing, no matter what you say on camera, no matter how much trash you talk in a press conference, when it comes fight night, the truth will come out in that ring.
I'm a killer, bro.
The Zone Boxing is doing whatever they could to try to promote Edgar Berlanga. On Twitter, the Zone talking about, will Edgar Berlanga shock the world? The answer is no. Edgar Berlanga will not shock the world. The only way that Edgar Berlanga is going to shock the world is how easily he gets knocked out on September 14th. I truly believe that Canelo Alvarez gets rid of the man in about 3 rounds.
This is a bunch of bullshit, but
Edgar Berlanga did an interview on Cameron and Mace today, and Cameron and Mace asked Edgar, who would win a fight between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis? Check this out.
I don't think Tank will be able to catch him flush.
Now, we all know why Edgar Berlanga's back at Shakur Stevenson. Because Shakur Stevenson was in that motel room with Edgar Berlanga on his knees with his shirt off, mouth wide open.
He's a bitch.
And in Twitter boxing news, boxing enthusiasts on Twitter tweeted this out. It says, it has been 1,818 days since Devin Haney last had a knockout in a fight. That's a very long time.
oh hell no! Oh,
In my opinion, I don't think that Devin Haney ever scores a knockout again. From now until the day the man retires, I truly don't believe Devin Haney got what it takes to put anybody to sleep. Devin ain't cut like that.
It hurts. You're not a pay-per-view star.
And I told y'all that Turki Al-Ashiki, the biggest culture vulture in the sport, believe he run the sport of boxing now. Turki Al-Ashiki thinks that boxing is now his. The man put out on Twitter, suggest for me 10 fights in boxing that you would want to see in 2024 and 2025. Keyshawn Davis tweeted out, Keyshawn Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. What y'all think about that? How do you think a fight would go between Keyshawn Davis and Teofimo Lopez? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think that Keyshawn Davis would dog walk Teofimo Lopez. That's right. Keyshawn Davis is the best fighter out Shakur Stevenson whole team.
I'm a draw. People will pay to come see me fight.
Speaking of Keyshawn Davis, the man just announced his next fight on November 8th. The man will be taking on Gustavo LMO, a man coming off of a loss to Riches and Hitches. He didn't get knocked out, but he is coming off of a loss. I think it's a showcase fight for Keyshawn Davis. I truly believe that Keyshawn Davis is going to stop Gustavo LMO.
I'm a draw.
On that undercard, you got Brian Norman Jr. I look forward to this fight for the World Welterweight Championship. And then you got Abdullah Mason. Who will Abdullah Mason be fighting? I really couldn't tell y'all. The man is in a poster by himself, which means it's gonna be another cherry pick for the hype job Abdullah Mason.
And I definitely believe in Jesus.
Hey yo, Subpart TV, why you keep on hating on Abdullah Mason? What did Abdullah Mason do to you, bro? I think that Abdullah Mason is your typical top-ranked hype job. Believe me when I tell you, the man ain't who y'all think he is. Even Keyshawn Davis pointed it out a couple months ago. Keyshawn Davis went on a podcast, and Keyshawn Davis said, quote, bro, Abdullah Mason is fighting 126-pounders moving up, and y'all praising the man. He's fighting a 126-pounder. The last dude he fought came from 126 to fight Abdullah Mason.
Fighting 126-pounders, bro? Come on, bro, stop playing with Abdullah.
So until Abdullah Mason fights a fighter that he not making move up 2 weight classes, maybe I'll give the man some props. Until then, Abdullah Mason ain't nothing but a top-ranked hype job. I truly don't believe the man will ever become a champion. I truly believe that at 135, Keyshawn Davis is the second best fighter next to Gervonta Tank Davis.
I'm a draw.
But I don't think that Top Rank is stupid. I think they put Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah Mason on the same card for a reason, so they could both win and hype up their next fight against each other. If Abdullah Mason is who y'all think he is, he would man up and fight Keyshawn Davis. But I think Abdullah Mason would duck that opportunity. Abdullah Mason, to me, ain't nothing but a hype job.
Guarantee, wallahi. Boy, if you don't.
And why do y'all think that Eddie Hearn is going out his way to disrespect Terence Crawford? Every single chance Eddie Hearn gets, he is slandering Terence Crawford in the media. Eddie Hearn came out and said that he don't think that Terence Crawford wants to fight Virgil Ortiz or Jerron Boots Ennis. He says he thinks that Crawford will only fight again if it's Canelo Alvarez. because he got used to that big money. Eddie Hearn said he probably thinks he'll fight again, but he wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. According to Eddie Hearn, Terence Crawford is a retired fighter. I think that is very disrespectful to disrespect the pound-for-pound king. I think Eddie Hearn is just mad that Crawford would dog walk Virgil Ortiz, and especially that clown out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Jerome Boots Ennis. Let's be real. Crawford steps on Jerome Boots Ennis. Jerome Boots Ennis would not stand a chance against Bud.
I stay.
Hey yo, Southpaw TV, why did Jerome Boots Ennis slander? I'm not slandering Jerome Boots Ennis. I'm only telling the truth about Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis signed with Eddie Hearn for a reason. Boots Ennis knows that Eddie Hearn got a stable full of bums that Boots Ennis could hide behind. Boots Ennis ain't cut like that. He from a little tiny safe city called Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Very small city that ain't about no type of action in real life. We already know this. Boots Ennis, in my opinion, will go down as the man who wanted no parts of Terence Crawford.
He just a dumbass fighter.
I'm a draw. People will pay to come see me fight.